Yo, no matter any type of circumstance, the shield hero cannot catch no break at all, no matter what. It could be in the beginning of the story, and I'm assuming in the current as well, this man cannot catch no break at all. He just got done fighting this one fish boss or whatever it is, and now he finds himself in a situation where someone else came along and started humbling everyone there. And she wasted no time at all, and they can't even escape the situation they're in. At this point, I would just slam my head on a brick wall, cause like, wow. But how did we even get to this situation to begin with?
Flashback.
So everyone was teleported to go face off against the waves, and the waves is basically like a raid. So instead of you fighting against a whole giant boss, you basically face against a lot of enemies, treated like it's Call of Duty Zombies. But people was making things light work throughout the wave, and the main reason why, because A, they were prepared, and B, the main character was there. And you will most likely be like, well, the main character don't really mean anything though, especially for some animes. But this one is an exception, because the shield hero is already here to go and protect them. And Raptalia and Velo hit him with the whole tag combo, setting that enemy night. That enemy probably wish I had never spawned there, because being done that dirty, oh nah. But everyone else was just dealing things with light work. So once they got done clearing the area for now, he was debating if he should stay there, but he really wanted to go to the main area. But they managed to convince him that they got it, so he can just go over there. He wasted no time. He's like, alright, bet, I ain't trying to do this light work. So he found the main spot he was supposed to go to, and once he got information about the ship, he immediately decided to go up there, not caring about any warnings he gave out. And once he managed to make it onto the ship, he saw two groups doing their own thing. And you might be thinking like, oh, they're just working together, but that's not even remotely close for what was happening, because a few seconds after they bump into each other, they started arguing, calling each other stupid. This moment portrays perfectly about your ranked teammates in any type of team game. So now he made his entrance and basically told everyone just to shut up, because clearly they don't know what to do. So while all that was happening, one of the enemies was walking up slowly, and he was the only one who noticed something about their shadow. So bro told Raptalia to release a burst of light and strike the shadow, and conveniently enough, there was progress. So everyone decided to go and follow up as well. So once that happened, it formed to a final boss. But then 3 people wasted no time and tried to attack the boss immediately. Little do they know, they did absolutely 0 damage to it, and the only thing they done to that boss is made it angry. So once the boss felt annoyed about the attacks it was going through, it said, you know what, let's make things more interesting, and it decides to become bully for a quick moment, and then unleash an attack, wiping out most of the people. Luckily they were not out of the fight, so that's good. But the only party that took 0 damage was the shield heroes. He was actually smart on his feet compared to everyone else, of course. So Velo decided to do a shadow clone jutsu and started to beat up the monster. And on paper it looks like it was doing something, but it's not strong enough, even with Raptalia's support. Here's the thing, Nafumi knows that it's working, but they're on a time crunch. So his plan was to decide to use a new form of his shield, but he doesn't have that much control of it. So Raptalia is like, yo, I can't really help out a lot, but she will give him her full support. That'll be female, by the way. So that basically gave him the go sign to go use that form. So once he transformed into it, he was not in control. Not only that, Velo was also affected from it as well, but it was not as bad because it gave her a whole damage boost. And you might be wondering how it affected only them two alone. It's all because of this dragon, but we'll get to that later. Where bro started rushing in like a maniac and started burning that fish. And instead of anyone just helping out right off the spot, they all just sat there like idiots until Raptalia decided to go give off a speech just for them to help them out. And she tried to give out her unnecessary input, but no one likes her, so we don't really care for her. And yes, I said we, no French. So once bro was about to get attacked again, Raptalia tried to help, but it turned out people got moved from her speech. Finally, they decided to put their differences aside. So while they were all attacking it, they were still not doing a lot of damage. And that's just bad news because they're on a time limit right now. That's not in their favor at all. So while they were all doing chip damage to the monster, bro was still struggling against a mind control. But Raptalia decided to go help him out, and he managed to get rid of it. And he managed to control the new power for now. And on top of that, he managed to get some new moves. So he wasted no time and trapped it in a metal ball. But of course, that's not all for that. And he started piercing like a fish kebab. And that's when bro was ready to pull off his ultimate. He summons a whole trap against it, puts the boss inside of the cage, and he closes it by using the LTG move, and he basically got the dramatic finish. But once that was over, everyone let go of their guards. But a little after that, Nafumi said something, and the monster was still alive. And everyone was surprised until it got folded immediately from arrows in the sky. And you probably think that's a good thing since the main threat is out of the way. But that was not the case at all. Someone pulled up out of nowhere and be like, yeah, no, I say when it's over. And that's when she's about to go give mostly everyone belt to ass. boss. And before the secret boss fight starts, she was talking about all the heroes are a fraud except for one, which is the shield hero. And she counted everyone there as his lackeys. So they all felt some type of way about that. So they all try to gang up on her. But I'm telling you this right now, they making a big mistake. So they try to combo their attacks together, but that literally did 0 damage to her. So she decided to use this one move and basically one-shotted everyone out the fight. Once she humbled them, she was like, I told you y'all were frauds. So now it's Naofumi's turn, the one person she was waiting for. So bro tried to pull off the same move, but she instantly destroyed it. Once after that, Rattalia and Philo tried to use the distraction as advantage, but she stopped both of them with one hand. So she was about to send Rattalia to the Shadow Realm till Naofumi blocked her attack. But all the things they were doing was doing absolutely nothing to her. At this point, she's just basically toying with them. She basically stopped Philo's attacks with one hand, she blocked Rattalia's attack without looking, disarmed her, and she decides to make them go on full defense mode. And once it got done, and her eyes doing nothing, she was like, I know you holding back, so do something. So he tried to use his upgraded shield and try to burn her, but everything he's trying to do, nothing's happening. So then after that, she destroyed his equipment, and she was like, I'll give you a free hit. So he was like, you know what, you're gonna regret it then. So he basically released his whole entire ultimate, and once he closed her inside of it, and you think the raw level 3 will at least do something, right? Wrong. She broke out of that for free. So now if you saw that BS, and the first thought he had was, I'm just gonna run. So he made Reptile do a solar flare, and they started to book it, but she was not trying to let them slide. So she started to send stuff towards their way, but once she realized she can't do stuff in far range distance against them, she was like, you know what, fine, I'll let y'all win for this one, but you better level up or you'll lose next time. And she vanished away like she's the next Zamasu. And after all that, now it was basically game. They managed to finally survive the second wave, and they managed to protect the village they were trying to save. But bro was way too worried about the enemy they just faced off. And it was not because of the belt to ass situation they had, but it was a timer that was added right after they tried everything and failed. But hey, he will figure that out sometime later in the future. But hey, he will find out when later on, and I'll find out when later on, while I continue on watching the series. I'm not gonna lie, watching that episode, well, episodes just say, I'm just over here just trying to catch up with Shield Hero. I heard it was a good anime. I stopped watching episode 4 and for some reason I decided to go continue on, pick it up on right here and now. And oh my gosh, that fight was a whole nother violation because she was not even trying at all. She was basically like, yo, y'all all some jokes. I really respect the one main person, that's the main character, the Shield Hero. Everyone else, who are you? Are you part of his party? Are you his lackeys? Like, it is kind of crazy just to see all that happen. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm curious about that character because that character put up a show. And then it's like, yeah, it's one-sided too. It's like, yeah, it's at this point, why even bother trying to fight them? But they had no choice but to. And that's the interesting part. The main character cannot go like, yeah, let me just go and just overpower through them. No, they can't. They're weak. Compared to the overpowered character, how are they going to survive for this long? Imagine there was no timer. They would have been done. But yeah, that's my thoughts for this anime for now, but I really do hope that you enjoyed this anime review. And if you did enjoy it, I'd like to appreciate it, share me nice, make sure you use the hype button down below. It can help out the video. What's your thoughts about season 1? I heard season 1 was really good, and afterwards season 2 was not that good, and then I'm just over here just trying to figure it out myself and decided to give out my own opinion afterwards. Anyways, I yapped a little bit too long. I do have a Discord server and I do stream on Twitch. Both of those things will be in the description, and I do have a Nintendo channel as well if you want to stop on by and check that stuff out. But that's the point though. I really hope you enjoyed and hope to see you nepe time in a different video. If not, I hope you have a good life. I love y'all. Stay blessed.